Who you got at number 2?
It depends on the format.
Okay.
It does depend
For me,
on the
it doesn't.
format.
It officially, for me, does not matter.
I mean, for me in 2 QB leagues, Superflex leagues, it has to be Malik Willis still. It does.
Okay.
I know you believe differently.
I do, slightly. You want me to dive in or get into it a little bit?
Yeah, go for it. The floor is yours.
I had Malik Willis at number 2 for the longest time in Superflex formats. I think I'm pivoting off of that. And I know that this guy was not as dominant in college as Breece Hall. I can't ignore him. I got Garrett Wilson as my consensus too, and I think I'm kind of locking that in tentatively. If the landing spot is like atrociously bad, which I can't even think of where that might be, like maybe Atlanta, and I don't even know how atrociously bad that would be. His opportunity would be phenomenal as far as like no competition. Sub 4.4 in the 40. By every yardage metric, was one of the most efficient wide receivers in college on a team with Chris Olave and I'm blanking, Smith and Jigba. I think he led the Buckeyes in pretty much every advanced yardage metric. Ideal size for the type of wide receiver that I like. Had a young breakout age of around 20. The college dominator score isn't quite there, but commanded a very healthy target share. The speed score, the burst score, they're good. They're not elite, but they're above average. I'm not sure that Malik Willis ends up in a situation where, and you alluded to this previously, where he starts right away. It could be a Trey Lance type of situation. Now, obviously, for dynasty purposes, we're worried about the long term. So I understand why a lot of people in Superflex leagues are going to have him over him. But if he is still very much a project, I mean, look at Trey Lance now.
But the fact is that it doesn't matter. You can still trade Trey Lance for more than what if you're trading Trey Lance, you're expecting to get back Elijah Moore plus.
Sure.
And a lot of that has to do with his landing spot too, because his landing spot was the perfect landing spot for a player like him. And it's not a guarantee that Malik Willis is going to go to a team fit that is as perfect as Trey Lance's fit is in San Francisco.
Yeah. And I still think he eventually takes over, even if it's not.
But still, just even if Garrett Wilson comes in and he has Elijah Moore's first year, he has Elijah Moore's first it's going to take more than just Elijah Moore to turn that into Trey Lance, which is why, for me, I still have Malik Willis first. Because even if Malik Willis becomes a project, you can still, if you want to move off him, probably trade for somebody you really like at wide receiver plus, and not just get Garrett Wilson, who we're all in love with, but is still a question mark. And there is a good chance where you could trade Malik Willis into Garrett Wilson plus in a year.
There's a chance.
So in Superflex, yeah, I got to put Malik Willis above Garrett Wilson just because upside at the most important position. And it is a scarce position.
This year, yeah.
Well, generally speaking, there's only 32 jobs.
Right, yeah.
It's not like running back where you can have RB33, RB34, and still expect them to put up some kind of fantasy points weekly. You can't say that for quarterback. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
I love Garrett Wilson.
I believe in the talent. In the talent. And maybe it's bold.
But again, positional scarcity with wide receivers, that is the most available position yearly, and has been. And honestly, it's become a deeper position as the team has opened up and do more passing league. That's only going to continue to happen. I think just positional value, I would rather have a quarterback there that has the upside of a better Jalen Hurts, who at times was a top 3 fantasy quarterback last season.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
and
I have him
better
third.
at the areas where Jalen Hurts is deficient.
He has a cannon for an arm.
Right.
Yeah. No, I understand. I understand the appeal. I'm going out on a limb a little bit.
Third, I do have Garrett Wilson.
All right, so we have I have Willis third, so we have him flip flopped.
And in 1 QB, I have Garrett Wilson second.
Yeah, okay, I definitely have him too.
That might surprise some people because this is the first time you've heard on this channel that both of us are in agreement that Treylon Burks is not the wide receiver 1 in this class.
Not for us. I mean, I still like Burks. I'm not trying. It's not trying to be an indictment on Burks. I love Wilson.